everyone. Thank you for joining Relationship Coaching Live. I'm Grace Fraga, relationship coach and comedian. So I'll make your relationship coaching more fun. If you want to purchase a relationship coach package, you can go to my website, the State of Grace um, shop. So let me, here it is, bundle packages and merchandise, the State of Grace shop. So I'm going to leave that up there. So if you are going through, narcissistic abuse or any problems in your relationship or are dating, just as simple as that, or just have been through a breakup, then this is for you. Okay. I also have a book that you can get called Love at First X. Also, you can get this at thestateofgraceshop.com. Well, thank you so much for joining again. And today, let's cut to the chase. We're going to do healing from narcissistic abuse, okay? And a lot of us have been damaged by either parents who are narcissistic abusers or a partner or a friend or even a boss who is has NPD. And what is NPD? It's narcissistic personality disorder, and it is a personality disorder. And of course, there's a spectrum, right? There's people that are more narcissistic, where they become malignant narcissists, and there's people that are just kind of in the middle, and then there's the selfie kind of narcissist, but that's not really in the MPD spectrum. I see that we have somebody joining us from YouTube. You can actually post comments on YouTube, so feel free to do that. Okay, so let's go for it. So I have a couple of cards that I've designed to be able to teach you about, or to inform you about narcissistic abuse. And as you know, I think that if you tuned in before, you can find the other cards on my Instagram carousel. My Instagram is Grace Fraga Comedian, and you can find them on my YouTube. If you're on YouTube, they're on the posts/community tab. And if you need relationship coaching, go to the stateofgraceshop.com and you can get a discount for a bundle package. And if you DM me on Instagram after this live, you will get a 30-minute free relationship coaching from me. So anyway, if you want to do that, go ahead and DM me on my IG. Follow me first and then DM me. I think that way it doesn't show on the other inbox. All right, let's get to it. Constant uncertainty. Yes, that is so true. Why do they do that? They create an unpredictable, unstable environment. Now, why do they do that? Well, they have you walking on eggs, right? It's almost like, I feel like it is like if you're walking on a landmine and, okay, sorry about that. On a landmine, right? And you never know when they will explode, because the way that they get you is what I call the roller coaster of love bombing and abuse, love bombing and abuse. Okay. So by creating that unstable and unpredictable environment, they have you they create a lot of anxiety. Really. Oh my gosh. When I was with, growing up, and also with my partner who was a narcissistic abuser, oh my gosh, I was always anxious. Like, I would literally have stomach aches when I got home because I didn't know what I was going to expect, what I was going to see, what mood they're in, or if they're going to yell at me or they're going to be nice to me. I would never be able to tell. You can't tell because they keep it like that for you, right? Very exciting. And that was sarcasm. Anyway, so mood swings, inconsistent treatment equals anxiety and confusion. Absolutely. It is confusing in the beginning because you're like, okay, wait, do they love me? Do they hate me? Do they praise me? Do they criticize me? What is the deal? What's going on? What's happening here? And After the confusion comes anxiety because, you're like, oh my God, what's happening? And then comes the revelation, right? And the revelation is, okay, so these people, no, or your partner or your parent or whatever, your boss, okay, they seem to be on edge sometimes, and sometimes they seem to be super nice. It's like two different people. And then you figure it out. It's not two different people, it's just them trying to give you anxiety. Because you know what they do, these people, they actually feed off of your anxiety, of your negative feelings. Oh, we have a comment from Susie TV Network. Please subscribe to her. She's amazing. Speaking of narcissistic abuse, she is the best. Looking back, I feel like they purposely drain us so that we become off kilter. Absolutely. Let me tell you a story, Susie, and you guys too out there. When I was with my narcissistic abuser, my mom came to visit and she saw me at the airport and she said, "Where's Grace?" And I was like, "I'm right here." She was like, "No, where are you? You're not. You're like not there. Where's the light? Where's the spark? The?" And that's what had happened. And that was like 3 years after I lived with him. And then, of course, I broke up with him. My mom helped me break up with him. Thank God. And yeah, she was like, "Where's my daughter? Where is she?" Because I was a whole different person. I was drained. I had no energy. So I feel you, Susie. It is just, oh my gosh, and the anxiety they create. Oh my gosh, the off kilter in me translated to anxiety because I didn't know what I was going to see when I got home. It was extremely upsetting. So please subscribe to Susie's network, SZTV Network. She's amazing. And she does lives and she has lots of videos, lots of content. So please subscribe to her. So, yes, that anxiety. Okay, there you go. Oh my gosh, yes, we became shells. We become shells of ourselves. Absolutely. Because it's almost like they take away. I think what they do, this is my take on, like, on a spiritual level. I think what they do is they're like vampires, right? So they suck your energy, and by that uneasiness where we're having positive feelings and then the negative feelings of anxiety and like shame and guilt and everything that they cause by over criticizing us or yelling at us, you know the drill, right? So those negative emotions is what they feed off of. And so I think that they somehow grab our energy, and then all that energy that we have, the victims of narcissistic abuse, or I hated the word victims, but um I don't know, I'll find a better word. Let me think about it. Maybe Susie can give me a better word. So they completely drain your energy, they drain all your feelings. Also, I was numb, I didn't feel anything. And I think not only do they drain your feelings, but they also, um, by playing that positive, negative, I love you, I hate you, I love you, I hate you kind of roller coaster, we go numb because we're like, I better not feel anything because this is so painful. It's like they love me, they hate me, they love me, they hate survivors. Thank you. I know I'm a cancer survivor, so I should use that word. Yes, we're survivors. That's what Susie is saying. And yes, Susie, we are their hosts. Yes. And I don't know if this happened to you, Susie, but like after being with him, I'm always a very positive person, but I became more negative. Like, oh my God, I don't think I'm going to get that. Life sucks. And oh my God, it's like, I think that he took my positive energy and then he gave me all his negative energy. And then the kicker is that he was telling me in the end that I was negative. Well, dude, after all you put me through, I have nothing left and I feel like life sucks. Absolutely. But when I got out, you guys, it was amazing because I felt like like a big house had been lifted off my shoulders. I felt so light and so free. And at the same time, I was also, I felt lighter. I felt like becoming myself again. Yes, I was waiting for the world to end. Oh my God. Yes, I know. It's like, what's the point of living if this is life? They just like, I don't know what they do. They just brainwash you, I think. There's some kind of brainwashing there, besides sucking the energy. So there's so many things going on with these people that, yeah, you just, but let me tell you, when you're away from them, and that's why I preach disengage from them, because when you're away from their physical presence, your world changes. Like I was so free. And this is the apartment that I moved to. That was 12 years ago. And I'm telling you, this apartment, excuse me, this apartment is like my survivor apartment where it just brings good feelings because this was my recovery room. And it was also my recovery room for my cancer experience, my cancer healing journey. So I'm a narcissistic abuse survivor and a cancer survivor. So this has been always, I love this apartment, and they're going to have to pry me with the jaws of life for me to get out of here because I'm staying here. I love this place. This is my healing place. And oddly enough, I had a couple of roommates, especially one that came here, and he's a very good friend. One of them was a very good friend, is still. And he had to heal too, and we healed together in this apartment. So there's healing energy in this apartment. And I think I bring the healing energy also because I want to heal and I'm still healing. We're all still healing. It never ends, you guys. Never ends. So basically, recognize the pattern and protect yourself. So if you see that your partner or a parent or your boss is doing the I love you, I hate you, you're awesome, you're a piece of shit, then ding, 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 alarm, red flags all over. Just be like, okay, I see you. You're abusing me. What do I need to do to be away from this toxic environment? If you need to quit your job, guess what? Start finding another one. Stay there for a while. Disengage emotionally with that person because it's easier to disengage from a boss and look for another job. If you're with a partner, plan your exit. That's what I did. I planned my exit. I was very afraid. Let me tell you, very, very scared because financially we were sharing like the expenses and everything. So I had to rearrange my life where I was the only one paying for everything. And that took a lot, but I had a lot of support and love, and that helped me a lot to get out of that situation. So if you're in a situation like I was, or worst thing is physical abuse, that is just like you need to get the hell out of there if that happens. But if you're in a situation like that, plan your exit. I'm an advocate of plan your exit because if you exit and you don't have a plan, then you might feel weak and like, oh, maybe I should go back to them. So be strong in the sense that if you plan ahead, if you plan the way you're going to exit that situation, that's powerful. And you are powerful. We are powerful and magical beings. Don't you ever forget that, guys. I'm telling you, we are so powerful. They just, I think, society and religion and the government, this is my personal opinion. I think that they have taken away a lot of our power by making us believe that we are powerless and we depend on the government, on religion, on our family, on everything. We don't depend on anything. We are magical and powerful. So remember that, you guys. Um, Let's see, we have some people joining us from X. Hi, from X. Welcome. I love you guys. I love my Xers. So, anyway, so this is as far as that. I'm so sorry. I had COVID and still have a little bit of like irritation. And so I have the AC on and it's just making me like get a little cough. So, anyway, but I'm trying to stop the cough. I'm not coughing because I don't like to do that. But anyway, so here we are on the other card that I wanted to share with you. And this one is not exploding, exploding. Well, you do explode. At some point, I exploded. Let me tell you, I totally 100% exploded. A week later, I was out of the house, but I exploded. I couldn't take it anymore. And he was like, "What just happened?" Right? And of course, they put it on you. You're crazy. They get you to that point, and then you're the crazy one. And before we get into this card, Susie, I love your comment. Thank you, Susie, for commenting. Yes, support changes everything. And anything we go through, guys, support is so important. I think that even with my cancer journey, I had a few friends, very few, because I kept it to myself. I didn't make it public. And I don't know what I would have done without them. Of course, I would have done, I would have survived, but still, it just makes your journey so much better. But anyway, let's go to exploiting emotions. Narcs use your sensitive information to hurt you. Oh my God, they do. They so do. So, and the trick is that they get you to open up because when they're nice, they fake empathy and they fake being caring and loving. And it's like an acting job. And so you will confess to them, tell them things that you haven't told anybody and you wouldn't dare tell anybody. And honey, buckle up because they're going to use it against you. Okay. Big time against you. So what they do is they deepen the dependency and the control. Because if you tell them secrets, then they have an up hand, what you call it, like an upper hand, right? Then they can be like, oh, okay, so you're gonna leave me? Well, I know some shit about you. No bueno. Okay, it's almost like a diddler, and I'm not gonna say the name so YouTube doesn't PDD. Well, I'm gonna say it, whatever. Taping all the stuff, and then kind of like, hey, you come against me, I have tape, kind of like that. They have tape. Sometimes literally they have tape, but sometimes they don't, and it's just word of mouth. And of course, when you break up with them, you guys, they're gonna trash you even to your friends. Yes, you are the devil. You are the one that overreacted because they got you to that point. Let me tell you, I don't even know how I didn't overreact for 3 years. Like it took me 3 years to be like, this is some bullshit. I'm out of here. 3 years. That was my first narcissistic and only narcissistic abusive relationship, and it made me realize that my parent, my mom, had done the same thing to me in a different manner, but this person was my mom times 1,000. Like my mom was like a baby, a narcissist. This one was the big, like my mom was narcissist 101. This guy was PhD in narcissism. I'm not kidding you. Like, and he was older than my mom too, believe it or not. He was a much older guy. And so he had more experience. Like if they've done it so long that they figure it out, they got it down to a science, man. Like they just it, and he was textbook. Like he did it so well also. And he was also an actor, a character actor. And so the acting on top and something in my gut, follow your gut. That's one thing, you guys. Listen to your gut because I remember my gut was saying, Grace, he's an actor. Maybe he's faking all this shit. Maybe he's like telling you all this. I love you. You're the love of my life. And it's some bullshit. To him, it's like a movie. And it was. It was an acting job. It was a movie. I don't think that he was able to have positive feelings, maybe a little bit. My mom probably had more of uh, positive feelings, of an ability to have positive feelings, but not this guy, dude. Oh, this guy. I'm telling you, he was acting the whole thing. So they make you dependent on them, whether it's financially, emotionally. Um, he would say, like, nobody's going to love you like I love you. They put all those words enter your brain. And because you are at a low emotionally, you're kind of like open to them. And also they put you down and they bring you to a point where you're like, whatever. It works. It really works. So my advice, like I put on the card, guard your heart and seek support. Definitely guard your heart. I'm sorry. This COVID thing, I'm telling you, it's like I'm gonna like choke on my own air. That's what's happening. Okay, I apologize for that, you guys. But I'm fine. I don't have COVID anymore. I'm good. I had it twice. I had a rebound. So mask up, you guys, because there is this strain is super contagious, especially if you're in LA. Let me tell you, I think I got it going to the grocery store because I'm pretty much go to work and come back, and I work outdoors. So, but anyway, sidebar. So guard your heart and seek support. Like we were saying, Susie was saying, support changes everything. So, and when I say guard your heart, it's just start disengaging. I think that was the best thing I could do to disengage from this person. And it took years. Let me tell you, it took me years. I would say it took me about 7 years. I'm not kidding. It was a long road. And I think it was because by being with him, it also made me realize that I had to heal the narcissistic abuse that I suffered from my mom. So it was a double thing. So it was actually, I always like to see the positive, the silver lining. The silver lining for me was it made me realize what I've gone through in my childhood, and that experience with my ex made me realize that I had to heal from my childhood. So it was, in a way, everything happens for a reason. And they say we create our own reality. And I truly believe that I wanted to be with this person because deep down, somehow I knew that it was going to help me heal from narcissistic abuse. Um, that's my theory. Take it or leave it. We all have different theories, and we all have different experiences. So I'm just giving you what I experienced and what I think it was, but I could be wrong. Again, it's my reality. So I can do with it whatever I want, right? And you guys can do with your reality whatever you want. Oh, thank you, Roger. You look lovely. Thank you. I have my little ponytail. My hair grew from chemo. You guys, I can have like a ponytail, like a sassy ponytail. Looks like a bun, but it's a ponytail. And I have baby hairs. Look at this. I have baby hairs. I am so excited. My hair is growing so thick and nice and big. And so, but instead of blonde now, I'm using my natural color, which is black, dark brunette. So, thank you, Susie. Yes, I truly believe that everything happens for us, not to us. Yes, I love that. You guys subscribe to Susie TV Network. She's amazing. I told you. Absolutely. To us, no. For us. The to us is the victim mentality. The for us is the healing mentality. So those are two. And I got goosebumps when I said that. Thank you for giving us that gift. That was a beautiful thing to say. I love it. We should do a live together, Susie. Maybe you can come on Relationship Coaching Live and we can just go about narcissistic abuse and share experiences so other people, we can help other people heal from it, or at least just like, oh, I had the same experience, or oh, wow, okay, I might be in a narcissistic abusive relationship. So I think we're friends. You follow me on Instagram, so let's DM. And you guys stay tuned for Susie to be on a live here, helping us with narcissistic abuse and healing from it. So, okay, you guys, if you want, all these cards are available as a carousel on my Instagram. There are posts on YouTube in the community tab. And I think where else, on my TikTok. So my TikTok is the State of Grace Fraga. And my Instagram is Grace Fraga Comedian. And my YouTube is the State of Grace Fraga. So TikTok and YouTube, the State of Grace Fraga. Instagram, Grace Fraga. No, wait. I changed it. Sorry. It's all the State of Grace Fraga. Oh my God. Did I? I think I changed it also on Instagram. I'm trying to keep my name on it. Yes. Okay. So for everything, you guys, the State of Grace Fraga. So they're on TikTok, they're on Instagram as a carousel, and they are on YouTube, one after the other if you scroll down the community tab. Anywho, yes. And Susie says, I'd love to. Amazing. Let's do it. Let's coordinate it. I think I have some spots available October and November. So let's do this. You guys, I'm so excited. She's going to be on Relationship Coaching Live. Yay. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I see we have 2 Xers and 3 on the State of Grace Friday YouTube. I love that. I'm so happy that you guys are here. And by the way, next week, let me see, I'm looking at my calendar. First of all, let's start this week. This Friday at 7 p.m., Brain Babes with the fabulous Crystal Black. And we're going to have Rick Overton from the Office of Mrs. Doubtfire as our guest. And we're going to talk about the research of water by Dr. I can't remember his name. But anyway, the research of water and how words affect the water and the chemistry of water. It's fascinating. Oh my God, this COVID thing is driving me crazy. Excuse me. Anyway, next week on Tuesday, September 3rd, I'm going to have a guest here on Relationship Coaching Live, and it's Brian King. He's amazing. He's a public speaker, and he travels all over the country talking about how laughter is healing. It's going to be a great episode, you guys. And then on Thursday, September 5th, baby, las tías, the tías are going to be with you, Consuelo, Marisa. You can talk to them if you want. Marisa, she loves to talk. And so does Consuelo. So we're going to be at noon on all the, platforms. And let me give you can search for all my platforms that are on my link tree, which is Grace Fraga. And so the Tias on Thursday. So Tuesday, 11:30 Pacific time AM is going to be Relationship Coaching Live with Brian King. Amazing guest. Thursday, the Tias at noon Pacific time. And then I'm going to start doing on Friday at 7 a live that's going to be called Chat with Grace. And you just can chat with me and we can have some fun. And I want you to bring like your own drink. I'm going to have probably tea because I'm off alcohol, because alcohol, by the way, increases your chances of cancer recurrence by 40%. So I'm out of that. I haven't had a drop in like 3 years. So anyway, now I used to have like red wine a little bit sometimes, but now not even that, girl. I'm like out. So chat with Grace. And then after that, if that goes well and we have a lot of engagement, then we're going to have a private party. It's going to be a paid party and you can ask me anything. And we're going to do it in a platform where you can ask me anything and they're not going to censor us. So it might be my Patreon, or if we make it a private on OnlyFans and then I make it private, it's not public, then I think we're okay. But let me double check on that. So I'll let you know on Friday. So those are the 3 things we have next week. We have so much going on. I keep on creating new lives and bringing you information and helping you guys. You help me by allowing me to help you. I appreciate that. And subscribe to my YouTube, The State of Grace Fraga. And actually, I need to change that because it's not with capitals anymore. It's all lowercase. So everything is lowercase now on all my platforms. So the only one that I don't have the State of Grace Fraga is Twitter. It's Grace Fraga. Everything else is the State of Grace Fraga. So Linktree, you have all my platforms. Subscribe, follow me, all of the above. YouTube, I got all kinds of content. We have relationship coaching. We have Cancer Joy Club podcast. We have the Tias. We have a lot of comedy on it too. We have the State of Grace podcast where I interview celebrities or people high up in the entertainment business that might be behind the camera, creators of shows and stuff that have gone through challenges. And then we see the arc of how they had the challenge and then they overcame it to reach their own state of grace. So that one is that's like the flagship show of my channel. Okay. And we do that once a month and it's live. And then we have an after party. You can party with me after that. Oh, great. Spam. Don't you get those spam calls all the time? It drives me nuts. I'm like in the middle of a live. I get spam calls. And because I live near the police station and the fire station, I get siren all the time. It's like insane. But anyway, So we have, like I said, relationship, cancer stuff, cancer survivor stuff, or cancer patients, and we have comedy, we have stand-up comedy, and we have brain babes. So we have smart stuff, quantum field, and all that. Everything, everything. Oh my God, that COVID thing is driving me crazy. Sorry, guys. It's like it chokes me. It's so weird. But anyway, all right. Anyway, we have to end this live because it's been 30 minutes. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Susie and Roger, for commenting. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. And we're gonna end with a little commercial. If you want to subscribe to my Patreon for $5.99 a month, you can read all my books for free, and you get to binge watch all my comedy shows. And we're going to have some private, if we do a private live there, you can just enter it for free. So think about